I have like the craziest college experience for sports.
Tell us actually how you got into college football, because like you were like star quarterback in Louisiana, right?
Dude, so it's hilarious. So I was like the biggest school in the state at the time, I think, and I was a quarterback, and we ran the wing tee, so it wasn't like your typical like spread offense of throw the ball like crazy. But I threw the ball because like I begged my coach. I'm like, dude, like let's throw the ball, and like our team was good at it. Like I was good at throwing the ball, and we did it. And like I think I set like the passing record for my school because they weren't like that crazy because we didn't throw the ball.
Or you're just that good.
Well, whatever you want to say. But so I'm like going to college for football, and I'm talking to schools, and they're like, "Oh, we want you to come as an athlete. We want you to come as an athlete." And I'm like, "Nah, I want to play quarterback." Like,
What does that mean? Just like come and like we'll put you in a random position?
it's kind of more like if you can play quarterback here and like you show that here, like we'll try you there first. But like if it's an immediate like no, we're gonna put you at like running back, receiver, or are they just gonna bring you there and put you at running back or receiver anyway?
Yeah.
Wherever they see fit for you. And so in my head, I'm like, y'all are just gonna move me to running back or receiver. Like I don't want to do that. And that was like more so the D1 schools I was talking to all wanted me to come as an athlete. And I'm like, that's not what I want. Like I want to be a quarterback. And I was so stubborn on it that I went to a D2 school in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas. I mean, like, dude, it was Arkansas, Monticello. It's a D2 school in Monticello, Arkansas. The town has like, it's a town. It has like 7,000 people. The biggest thing there is a movie theater and a Walmart right next door to each other. I mean, like, dude,
What's the name of the school?
Arkansas, Monticello, UAM.
Okay.
You know what our mascot was? The boll weevils. Do you know what a boll weevil is?
Nope.
I forgot, but it's something about the cotton. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's something with cotton. But like, dude, it's stupid. But bro, like the practice field was like right by a cow pasture. So like right where the quarterbacks were in that little corner, there's cows literally like 20 feet away from me.
Oh my gosh.
So it smelled like shit. Like the whole practice, like, bro. But it was a cool experience. I hated it.
But
Like
you got to play quarterback, right?
but I went to play quarterback, and like I got to like second string like as a freshman. Like they brought in like two other guys with me. I beat them out. I beat the next guy out. I was like second string, and like I ended up redshirting because the quarterback that was the starter, like he didn't get hurt or anything, and they were just like, all right, we're just gonna redshirt you because we're like 5 games into the season. I'm like, cool. So I redshirted, so I didn't play that year, and I hated that place. So I left after the first semester. I was like, I'm out of here. And I was like, you know what? I'll go play receiver, like running back. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, I don't even care at this point. Like, let's go somewhere and have fun. Like, I can't do this. Like, I wasn't happy at all.
Yeah.
And so I went to the school that was recruiting me as like an athlete before. I knew the whole coaching staff, and I took visits to their schools and stuff before. So hit him up. He's like, oh yeah, come on. I'd love to have you here. So I go there, and this was at the time before the transfer portal. You know, it's like the huge thing now with all the NILs and like, you hop in the portal and this kid's at this school one year, this school the next year.
Right.
But this was the year before that. So you had to sit out the first year once you transferred. So I transfer, I sit out a year. So now I redshirted, and then I had to sit out a year. So I haven't played football in 2 years. Like an actual live game. Like I'm practicing and all this stuff and, you know, scrimmages, but like I haven't been in like the fire for real in like 2 years now. So then the next year comes around, we get a whole new coaching staff basically, except for like the head coach. And now me and the receiver coach didn't really like click or anything. And like, he just kind of, I don't know, that's another story. But I was like not playing now. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna hop in the portal because like, if you're going to be here, like, I don't really see this working out because
That's
and
a bummer.
so hop in the portal. Now that's how we get to UIW.
Okay.
And so I get here, I get to San Antonio, and I'm like hyped. They just had like 2 senior receivers that went like crazy, like 1,000-something yards. And the quarterbacks that like, he was a true freshman that led the team to like their first like conference title into the playoffs. And so I'm like, they got 2 senior receivers leaving. Like, I want to go fill one of those roles, you know, play with the quarterback for the next 2 years. Like, it'd be sick. Get there, go through spring ball. I'm like having a great spring ball. Come back for fall camp. And they go, first day, hey, we need to talk in the office. I'm like, all right, what's up? So you're ineligible. And I'm like, we're not doing this again. So they have a rule that apparently no one knew before I went there. Or if not, I would have went to a JUCO. But you can't go to 3 4-year universities in a row. It's called a 4-4-4
what?
rule at the time.
Interesting.
But now with the transfer portal, you see kids go play at 5 schools in 2 years. Like, it's
Yeah.
insane. But yeah, so I was ineligible for the next year. So now it's like been
gosh.
4 years since I've played a legit game. Like, I've just been in school practicing basically.
Damn.
And dude, so it's terrible. And then you know what happens the next year? COVID. So
Oh,
now,
jeez.
dude, so like now I'm like, I literally graduate in December of this next year. And I'm like, dude, I've been redshirted, ineligible, coaching problem. And so I quit the team and was hopping in the transfer portal, and then ineligible. So now 4 years of no football, dude. I'm graduating in December, and COVID happened. So I played FCS. So they moved the FCS season from fall to spring. I graduated in December.
Oh, jeez.
So now, yeah,
Dude.
bro. So it's literally just like I was eligible now, but the season's in the spring, and it's just like
That sucks.
I'm like, dude, I want to try to do grad school here, and just I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So I find a school. I always wanted to live in Florida, so I find a school in Florida that actually recruited me out of high school, which was crazy. But it was like a small NAIA school, and I was like, at this point, I don't even want to go somewhere and like truly like fight for a job. Like, I just want to go somewhere and play, like that I know I'm going to play and have some fun. I was like, I want to live in Florida, so do that. And I hit them up, and like, yeah, like, we'd love to have you, like, come on. And so went out there and played finally. Like, that was the only thing I cared about. I'm like, dude, let me just play football, like,
Yeah.
just because like I truly just wanted to play. And like at that point, it was just kind of like for fun. Like, I didn't take it as serious as like the other times, because I'm just like, I just want to get out here and just finally play.
Yeah.
And so I did that for a season and got to finally play football my grad year of college.
Dude, that's
so.
crazy. So it was basically 4 wash years. You just couldn't do anything. That
Red shirt,
sucks.
ineligible.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it was terrible.
So you did that 5th year. Played. Was that in Tampa? Is that what took you to Tampa?
So it's like 45 minutes outside of Tampa. It's southeastern. It's
Okay.
in Lakeland, Florida.
And so you just did that
But-
1 year there, and then
Yeah,
graduated and called it good.
didn't even graduate. I just wanted to play football, so
Okay.
I went for that 1 year. Dude, the craziest part, I only did like actual schoolwork for that first semester. And because I was like, I'm not going to do grad school for 2 years,
Yeah.
2.5 years it was, because I didn't care to actually do that. And I was like, I wonder if I have to actually do the work the second semester, or like, are they going to like rule me like ineligible if I don't do the work by the mid-season? And I'm like, I talked to like the like lady in like the office, and she's like, no, but I didn't tell you to not do your work. And I'm like, yeah, you told me exactly what I needed to hear, so I'm still going to be eligible throughout the whole season. All right, bet. I had 3 zeros
Oh my
in
God.
every class. I literally didn't even do syllabus day, bro. Like, I didn't do it. Was all online. I was like, I'm not doing this. So like my last semester of grad school, I literally just played football and golfed every day.
Dude, that's so funny.
So yeah,
I mean,
That's how
if that's
that
not
worked
your
out.
ultimate goal is to like get a degree and do something with
exactly.
it, like
It didn't matter.
you gotta play the system.
Right. Gotta be smart.
That's awesome, dude. Dang. So then, when did you end up? So what year was that last year of football?
That was 2021. Yeah.
Okay. Dang. So then you just kind of like found jobs, like just did random shit for a couple years before you got into
I was
running.
doing recruiting. That was terrible.
Recruiting for football.
No, like job recruiting.
Oh,
like,
gotcha,
I was
okay.
doing IT recruiting. It was tech recruiting.
Oh dang.
And I had no idea about tech jobs. So I'm like learning about tech and then recruiting people for these jobs that I have no idea about. So I'm like, yeah, do you do this? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what to ask you to know if you actually know what you're talking about, but whatever. And that went terrible. So I was like, I can't do this. And so I just kind of jumped from different things to different things for a little bit. Valet cars, like just tried some stuff out, because at the end of the day, I knew I wanted to become an entrepreneur and start something of my own. And then I started my first trucking company, and so that was like cool for a minute, but that went
Why
south.
trucking? Like, what was the?
So I had 2 close friends that like they did it, and they were telling me how successful it was and how great it was. And at that time, it was. But when I started, that's when the market just went down, and it was just such a bad time for me to hop in.
Dang.
And literally, to say the least, it was a shit show.
That sucks.
But you know, they say like, I think it's like 90-something% of when you start your first business all fail.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a learning curve. Obviously, just gotta jump in the water, see if it swims. And so first one out of there, but learning experience. So
Yeah. That's
then we
awesome.
got to freaking sales. And that happened, and I just said, got to content. So
Dude, what a crazy journey.
insane.
That's awesome. I think it's very relatable.
Exactly.
I think for a lot of people, because I think most people probably, maybe not most, but a lot of people have ambitions to be self-employed and be entrepreneurial. I think a lot of people listen to this probably would be, but it's like, it's hard to make that jump. And and I think a lot of people just don't know what to do. Like
100%.
They don't like their job, but they don't know what else to do. So it's like you kind of get stuck between like a rock and a hard place, basically.
100%. Because you said you wanted to go to law school.
Yeah.
And now you're making running content.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never wanted to go to law school. That was just the plan.
Okay.
It was just like, I didn't know what else to do.
Right.
Exactly. I just like, I don't know. I wasn't really passionate about a whole lot of stuff.
Exactly.
And then kind of just found, but I think what helped was just like trying a bunch of things. That's like the best thing you can do.
Exactly.